I literally had to video record you so that you would manually enter it. That almost prevented me from mailing a Supreme Court appeal. You're just going to shrug your shoulders at it? Hi, are you the Postmaster?
I am.
Oh, okay. Tag.
How can I help you, dear?
Lincoln Square Leonidas. I should have a card for you. Look on my website, you'll see Mr. Safi on there not doing a manual entry, and then me needing to pull out my phone to record him to force him to do it. You'll see it. Thank you, Mr. Safi.
You're welcome, sir.
Y'all just watched some of the highlights to come. Obviously, there's some backstory here. Last week, the clerk you just saw maliciously tried to stop me from mailing a Supreme Court appeal. Is there an override? And he refused to speak anytime I whipped my phone out to start recording his errors. That's the issue. So I'm back at the post office to legally serve more documents for this Supreme Court appeal. Except this time, I have my phone recording in my shirt pocket, hidden in plain sight. Now, Maryland is a two-party consent to record state, and prosecutors can arbitrarily charge you for felony wiretapping. Go ask my brother, the angry vet. This is the angry veteran. He's under 8 felony investigations for videotaping at the VA. Anyway, we're back, pocket recording in plain sight to see if maybe Mr. Safi's a little more talkative this time while we're shooting in vertical to keep our hands free to conduct our transaction. Mr. Safi, what's going on? How you doing? Got some more manual overrides for you here today, buddy. Got some more manual overrides for you. Let's do the easy ones first. Did you end up checking out Poster 7?
Again?
Did you end up checking out Poster 7? Documenting transactions? It's Poster 7. It's rules and regulations regarding conduct inside the United States Postal Offices.
I know this one, but it's like this is the things is here. The things is you cannot record it, make any pictures or anything. You cannot do this one inside the building.
Really? Well, you
And
should
then
check
outside
Poster
also.
7.
Outside also you cannot do it.
Right there on the wall is Poster 7, and that's where it says you can. Specifically. If there was an issue with it, you should have checked Poster 7 on the wall before. I literally had to video record you so that you would manually enter it. I've been doing this for 5 years, sir.
Okay, so if they're going to receive it, your mail is going.
And it's not if they're going to receive it. They already received it.
Okay,
it's already
that's
logged
fine.
on to the Supreme Court appeal.
That's
Everyone
fine.
else in the 5 years that I've been doing this did a manual entry like you're doing right now.
Okay.
That almost prevented me from mailing a Supreme Court appeal. That was the last legal day. You're just going to shrug your shoulders at it? It's kind of a big deal for me. It's a Supreme Court
Right.
appeal.
Right button.
Thanks. Hi, are you the Postmaster?
I am.
Oh, okay.
How can I help you, dear?
Yes. Nothing. I'm a Poolsvillian. I love pools. Y'all have always run the tightest of ship. I come here to reliably mail documents because I'm fighting a Supreme Court case up in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
We're
at in Pennsylvania.
Out of Gettysburg. They hid my triple
I live
attempted
in-
murder and stabbing
Okay.
for one of their local cronies, so I'm dragging it in front of the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. No. Anyway, I come here. Y'all have always been my rock.
I live in Fairfield.
Oh, yeah, Lincoln Square Leonidas. Have you heard of me? I should have a card for you. Yeah. You know how Gettysburg's like really corrupt and rotten. Yes. Here, I'm a local veteran. I'm a Poolsvillian. They got stabbed by a local friend of the cops, and they hid it all. They lost it at Walmart. Lost the CCTVs. Charged me with aggravated felony he pulled his pistol out on me. I'm prior service. I disarmed him of it, beat him with it, knocked him out, ran away. He chased me down with 2 hunting knives on Walmart CCTV, right there in Walmart. And the cops lost it all, charged me with aggravated assault, and let him plead out to disorderly conduct, and then wiped it from his record like misdemeanor disorderly conduct. That turned me into a civil activist. I've been up in Gettysburg exposing the corruption district. So that guy, Glenn Kessler right there that stabbed me and got away with it, he's got a fraudulent bankruptcy, and so does District Attorney Bryant Sinnott. Anybody that's in this racket can't go down. Do you remember Darlene Brown, our housing director, that was paying herself? She created 3 shell companies underneath her that was paying her each a salary each. That nobody in that racket can go down. Did you know that her son was incriminated with a pair of little girls, assaulting in a bad way a pair of little girls? Yeah, they lost all the evidence in that case.
Sounds like the Clintons. Sounds like the Clintons.
You know how many conspiracy theory online people have called me? They're like, "Oh, it's the Clinton pipeline, Arkansas, Pennsylvania." I mean, I'm telling you, it's like Epstein level. It's Epstein level. But that's why Gettysburg's so corrupt. Anyone that's in this, like the Economic Development Councils, which was the housing directory, like none of these people can go down. And I've been investigating it for 5 years. Seriously, that's disorderly conduct. This is after I disarmed him and ran away with the pistol. I knocked the rounds out and ran away to the front of Walmart with the pistol. This is on right where the tape is on the walls, showing you how tall the perps are. And he comes and chases me down with 2 hunting knives. I pick up the only thing not nailed down to fend him off, which was this plastic cigarette butt holder, and fended him off until the cops showed up, and they charged us both with aggravated assault. Never charged him with stabbing me, with assault with deadly weapons. And then he got to plead out to disorderly conduct, and they gave him an illegal sentence of like special conditions afterwards that wipes it from his record. The program's ARD, Advanced Rehabilitative Disposition, but you're only allowed to give it to nonviolent offenders, and everyone's just like a first-time low-blow DUI that then gets it wiped. So it was completely illegal. Judge Thomas Campbell, he's and District Attorney, both District Attorney Brian Sinnott, they're both members up there at the American Legion. They're not even veterans. They're like sons of members. And so, because I asked the American Legion for help, and they turned me out. Sheriff Mueller, how y'all doing? How you doing, gents? I was wondering if y'all had a moment to help out a veteran that got stabbed here in Gettysburg and had the entire establishment covered up. And ejected me from the property on Veterans Day, asking them for help.
On the behalf of the Legion, because this is private property,
right?
They have asked for us to ask you to leave.
Turns out, District Attorney Brian Sinnott and Judge Thomas Campbell, the one that approved of this illegal sentence and all this stuff, they hid my stabbing, they're members up there. So they turned all the veterans against me.
Any idea what the hell's going on? I don't know what his story is. He sounds like he has mental health issues.
You guys are tied into the police and the district attorney and the judge that helped hide my triple attempted murder. I have Mitch Mummert, he's the post commander. I have him on camera saying the state won't allow me to help you. They wouldn't believe the cold shoulder I'm getting from the American Legion Gettysburg Post 202 commander. But this is the actual true face of Gettysburg.
Department, and this is the department's stance. This is not from mine.
What departments?
The American Legion Department of Pennsylvania.
I have that on camera. They've ejected me. You would never hear anything about this. And that's Mr. Safi right there making the same exact error as last time, entering in the Supreme Court's P.O. box number instead of the zip code. Anyway, my point was, I have to come down here.
I think I've heard of this. I think I've actually seen this.
Yeah, I have him on video. I bumped into him at the Aldi's, and he admitted to all that on video. Yeah, you got off with murder pulling your pistol on me.
Well, I'm sorry.
Nothing's ever happened. So I'm dragging it up into the Supreme Court. But, the reason I'm a traditional Poolsvillian, I grew up here, but I love this post office, and y'all are my rock. And I've had, instances up there with that postmaster in Gettysburg. This is a complaint that I filed because I have missing mail from the federal courts.
Okay, that goes up to our Harrisburg office.
Yeah, well, I've reported it now twice and nothing's moved on it. Cops! Postmaster was saying I was causing a problem. Again, called the frickin' cops on me. When the one's breaking the law, I'm handing him the documents. So I don't mail up there anymore. Thank you. Looks good. Anyway, so I came in to mail this off last Saturday with Mr. Safi here, and he wouldn't manually enter in, like, these addresses wouldn't override them, and it was the last day that I could mail those off legally, like I'm a 30-day mark for the Attorney General, and he wouldn't do it until I was forced like 25 minutes. He was entering that P.O. box number as the zip code, and then to retaliate because I called him out on it, he wouldn't manually enter in the next ones. Is there an override? Right? So then I had to whip out my phone and start recording to make him, and even says there was no manual override. I have him on video saying that. And then he changed his tune and ended up doing the manual override. Because I've been doing this case for 5 years as a pro se litigant. I've been mailing this, I know these go. And I've mailed them off here before because y'all are my rock. But Mr. Safi was saying he couldn't do it, which was absolutely bizarre. And then he was also just said last time and this time here.
Mr. Safi said he couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Gettysburg?
No, Mr. Safi, right here. I was here last Saturday to mail these off on my last day. And Mr. Safi was trying to enter in the P.O. box number for the zip code for like 20 minutes. You can review the film. It was last Saturday, like right at 9:30. And then, so that was hung up. And then finally he entered it in right. And then to retaliate, he wouldn't manually enter in the 16th floor Strawberry Square post number. He wouldn't do it. And then I had to whip out my phone and start recording that he wouldn't manually enter, and then he did.
Who did that?
I did. Oh. So, and then he was telling me that I'm not allowed to record in here.
Well, you're not supposed to, but I mean, we can't.
I had to do it. But, and actually you are, if you check out Poster 7 and the internal member.
We're just not supposed to. We're supposed to report you to the
do you want me to send you a copy? It's on my website. If you look up, if you look up, it's my most recent video. If you look at my website on there, here, Mr. Safi is on there.
Yeah.
Tag. Do you mind if I do cash?
That's fine.
How much?
$22.
22?
This second, we're getting
$22.80.
22. Thank you. Yeah, it's my
now,
last
do you live
most
up there
released
still,
video.
or?
I'm dual resident. I live all around. Bonjour. I'm a transient veteran, so I get to live out of a bag wherever I want to. But yeah, he made, and it got repopped. It's going around online right now.
Because I think I've seen this.
Yeah, well, you'll see Mr. Safi on there not doing a manual entry, and then me needing to pull out my phone to record him to force him to do it. You'll see it. Thank you, Mr. Safi.
You're welcome, sir.
It almost stopped me from filing a Supreme Court appeal. It was like, that's why I was here on a Saturday, because I had to get it out on a Saturday. Like, that was my last legal day to do it, and he wouldn't manually enter it. Yeah. And he has to understand that Poster 7 allows you to document your transactions in here. That's,
I know, but
code
you're
of conduct.
not supposed to film him, though.
No, that's incorrect.
But,
no, if you check out Poster 7 and the internal memo that came from the Postmaster General's office, like it came out last year, I believe April.
But we're supposed to, if anybody's recording around, we're supposed to report it to the Postal.
Right. You don't engage us, blah, 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 that.
And that's exactly, so we can ask you nicely not to record us, but you can record the transaction.
And that's why we have that right to record in here, because if I wouldn't have done that, Mr. Safi would not have sent off my document. You can watch, it's my last video that I published on there, right there. And you'll see him not manually enter it, and then because I pull out my phone. So, yes, thank you very much, Mr. Safi. Thank you, ma'am. What was your name?
Loretta,
thank you, Miss Loretta. Appreciate it. You too, bye-bye. So, call to action. You guys want to have a hand in toppling an entire state's judiciary? Then get this story in front of a true crime podcaster or an independent journalist. I'm massively shadow banned on YouTube, and I rely on you guys to get this out there. Last week I was so shadow banned that I was about to fold up shop. Then my brother Direct D heard me crying and produced me a feature. He's a big name in the First Amendment community, covering the same level of corruption out in Arizona. Go subscribe and check out his channel. He just did a whole bunch of features on us veterans with these similar stories. My brother San Joaquin works out of California and has covered a ton of my stuff. And then he got shadow banned. Go over to his channel and subscribe. Here, he featured my viral breakout video.
And there's no reason for you to be messing with me. All you're doing is eating too much and making that uniform look like crap. Okay.
And one of the OGs in the business is John Felax out of Florida. He did my first feature, and then he got shadow banned. Go head over to his channel and subscribe. Last month he just did a live interview with me where you get the full stabbing story.
This is the angry veteran. He's under 8 felony investigations for videotaping at the VA.
This is his secret camera catching all the local Gettysburg veterans talk mad crap about me.
What the hell was that all about? Is it wrong to say blanket party? Blanket party?
Go head over to his channel and subscribe and check out that high action edit we did trolling all the local Gettysburg veterans. And if all that stuff is too serious for y'all, go check out Flex Your Freedom.
Hey, Cinnamon.
That's a brother veteran out in Iowa.
Today's gonna be a good day. I just feel it.
Go check out his channel and subscribe. He needs our help. The cows out there in Iowa don't get a lot of screen time. And I wouldn't be here without my regional crew. They made this video right here possible. I suggest you watch it. It catches you up on my story the fastest. Folks, go support your local First Amendment online community members. They're the only local independent sources you have to bring you stories like this one. I'm not kidding. They even drafted federal law to protect exactly what your First Amendment auditors are doing. Citizens armed with smartphones are increasingly performing the watchdog functions associated with the traditional news press. So go support your local First Amendment activists. It's the only place you'll get a real independent story like this one.